morning students. Today we are going to see about the if condition. If condition, there are so many types of if condition in Python. Simply we can specify if or if else or if else if else. Okay, suppose if you want to check only one condition means you can use if condition. Okay, suppose if the condition is met, I want to do some action. If the condition is not met, I want to do some action means I will make use of the if else statement. Suppose I want to check more than one condition, there is more than two condition means I can go for the if else if statement. Okay, so if condition is, what is the if statement? If condition is true, certain statement will be executed. Okay, for example, see here in your book, they have mentioned that they have given different examples for that. For example, if grade equal to A, this is the very basic example for if condition. Okay, without involving the else statement. If grade equal to A, if you get grade A, then I am congratulating you. Okay, congratulations, you did well. It will print on the monitor. Okay, as well as you see here, if A greater than B, if A value is greater than B, so I am going to get A value from the user and B value from the user. If A is greater than B, A value is greater than B, then these two statement, that is these two statements belong to if condition because they have an indentation. Indentation is nothing but space. Okay, these are within this if statement. Okay, so the two statements, the condition is true, the two statement will be executed. I already told the relational operators will yield the result of either true or false. In this case, it is, suppose I am giving A value is 10, B value is only 1 means then 10 is always greater than 1. So it has to be true. True means it will return 1. So it will print on the monitor A has more than B has, and then difference between and it will find the difference between the two values. Okay, this is the best example for the if statement. Then we will move on to the if else condition. If else condition means if the condition is true, certain statements will be executed. Suppose if it is false, the another set of statements will be executed. Understand? So from this example we can understand, if A greater than or equal to 0, suppose the A value is greater than 0, then A is 0 greater than or equal to 0 means A is 0 or positive. It may be positive value, it may be 1, 2, 3, 4, else it is a negative value. Here we are checking whether the A is contained a positive value or negative value. Okay, so definitely if it is greater than 0 means it is a positive value. Else condition means it is that is less than 0. Then if else if condition, if else if else. So in these two forms are there. That is one thing you can make use of if else if only, or else if else if else. You can introduce number of else ifs. There is no limit on that. Okay, for example here, if runs greater than 0, okay, suppose the runs contain certain value, it is greater than or equal to 0 means it will print batsman scored a century. Suppose if it is greater than else if, that is it is not equal to 100, it is less than, that means if this condition is fails, that means it is less than 100. Less than 100 means 99, that is 50 to 99. Here it is 52, what is that? 52, it will come 50 to 99. So 52, in this case 52, from the 50 it will vary to 99. Suppose I am giving the value of 98 means it is greater than 50. So it will print batsman scored above a 50. Okay, instead of that A we can put it above 50 or equal to 50. Suppose if the batsman score less than 50, that is 49, then it will come the else category. The batsman has neither scored century nor 50. Okay, less than 50 means that is he scored 49 means. As well as if the number less than 0 means it is a negative number. Else if it is 0. Okay, else it is a positive number. Okay, so likewise you can introduce many number of else if here. There is no restrictions on that. It is the best example for that. Okay, in this, suppose we can give numbers between 0 to 999. Okay, suppose if I am entering less than 0 means it will print invalid entry. Okay, less than 10 means, suppose I am entering 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it will print single digit. Suppose I am printing more than, that is from the 10 to 99. From the 10 to 99 means it comes this category. It will print to 2-digit numbers. Suppose 100 to 999 means it will print 3-digit number. Suppose I am entering above 999 means it will print invalid entry. So they have given the output, certain output, input, and for that corresponding output they got -9. -9 means what is that? It is less than 0. So it print invalid range. Okay, because we should enter here is check, we should enter, what is we should enter? Less than 10, but 0 to 10 we have to enter. 0 to 10 means it print, what is that? 0 to 10 means it will print, less than 10 means 0 to 9, it will print, that is single digit. Okay, 0 to 9. So it is in the range of 0 to 9, single digit. Then 10 to 99 means it will print 2 digit. Okay, but it is a 3 digit. So 100 to 99. 100 to 999 it will print 3 digit. 10 means it's a 2-digit number. Okay, suppose I am entering 3000, that is above 999. Okay, then it will print invalid entry. Okay, understand? Then nested if statement also possible. That is, if one if statement will come under the another if statement. Okay, we can specify here. For example, this is the best example for the nested if statement. Okay, so here we are going to in this we are going to find out minimum value. That is, we are going to give input as a 3 numbers. Okay, from the 3 numbers we are going to find out min value, max value, mid value. Okay, for example, initially I am assigning the min value, mid value is equal to none. None means there is no absence of value. It indicates the absence of value. I am going to get. I already told if I am input statement which is used to what is the input statement? It will read the input whatever entered by the user, and it will read and put into the computer memory. But whatever user is entering, it will be treated as a string in Python. It will be treated as string in Python. So suppose if user is entering numbers means it has to be converted into integer. So explicitly there is a what is that? Typecasting. Okay, typecasting means the user is doing explicit conversion. Type promotion is it will be done by the compiler to the largest data type. Okay, understand? So this is the example for typecasting. Okay, this is the example for typecasting. Okay, so I am getting the input and I will convert it into integer and it will stored in the x. X variable. Likewise, y 3 input I am getting. That is x, y, z. 3 inputs are getting, and I am checking whether x is first. I am checking whether the x contain the minimum value. Okay, so I am comparing the x value with y and z. Suppose x is less than the y and z means x is the minimum value. So I have now I find out the x contain the minimum value. So then I have to go for the another checking whether I have to compare y and z, which variables contain maximum value. Okay, So suppose the y greater than z contain that means z is greater value than y. So z is the maximum value. So then I have assigned x is contain minimum value. This is the multiple assignment statement. X is assigned to the mean and y is assigned to the mid and z is contain the largest value which will assign to the max. Suppose this statement is false, means that is y contain the greater value. So in this case maximum value is assigned with the y. Okay, understand? Suppose this statement, this condition, initial stage itself, these two conditions will be executed only when this condition is true, because these statements are belong to, okay, these statements are belong to this if condition. Suppose x is not, first I have to find out which variable contain the minimum value, whether x is contain or y contain or z contain. After that only I am going to check which variable, okay, contain the largest value. First I am checking that x is contained. Suppose x is contained the minimum value means I go for the finding the largest value. Suppose x is not contained the largest value means I will go for, again I am considering y as a minimum value. I am assuming y contain the minimum value. So y is checked with the x and z. Okay, suppose y is contain the less value than x and z means y is the minimum value. In this case I will, so y contain minimum value. So I will go for the, again I will check only the two value x and z which contain the maximum value. Suppose this condition also fails, that means I can explicitly say that z contain the minimum value. Z contain minimum value means I have to compare the remaining two variables. That is, what is the remaining two variable? X and y. Okay, so I will compare the x and y and I will find out if the y is the greater value means y assigned to the max. Okay, suppose else means x contain the largest value. So x is assigned to the max. Understand? So print in the, I am printing the, finally I will find out and then print the minimum mid maximum value. Okay, then so instead of giving the condition, suppose some condition is repetitive manner, I am going to check the certain condition in the repetitive manner means I can store that conditions in one name. I can make use of the, instead of specifying the condition in all cases, I should specify the named conditions. That is, it is called as named condition, a name of the condition, because in this it's a best example. Here I am storing the conditions in the name of all. Instead of specifying the condition here, I am actually I have put only the name of the condition. It is called storing condition or named condition. Understand? Then using nested if statement. This exercise we have already seen that if else statement, but if else statement. Here they have used the concept of nested if statement. Okay, nested if statement means actually in the that is prior program these two conditions are checked independently, separately, but here they have combined these systems using OR condition. Suppose I am entering less than 0 means it will print invalid. So these conditions are repetitive in repeated, that is if I am going to enter less than 0 means it has to print invalid, as well as greater than 999 means it has to print invalid. So I am combining these two conditions using OR. What is OR? If either condition is one of the condition is true, this will be executed. Okay, either if any one of the condition is true, this will be executed, otherwise won't be executed. For example, suppose I am entering number 1000. I am entering the number 1000. So 1000 means it is greater than 0. This is false. Okay, once you know the condition of OR. OR condition means that is first condition, second condition will be evaluated only if the first condition is false. Okay, in this case it is false, so second it will evaluate the second conditions. Okay, then it will put invalid entry. Suppose if I am entering less than 0 means -3 I am entering means the first condition itself true, so it won't execute the second condition. In this case, it print invalid entry. That's all. I told that it is an invalid entry. So if it is less than